Hello there, a very good evening and welcome to Prime TV News with me, Bhakti Abe Surya. To begin with, let's take a look at the stories making headlines this evening. Religious programs mark Il Full Moon Poya Day. Government emphasizes there is no monetary issue. Protest raised against Ranjan for contempt of court. Tourist arrivals increase. In news from overseas, health warning has been issued following a dust storm in Australia. And now for the news in detail. First up in local news, today is Il Poya. It is the last Poya of the Wasana rainy season and a number of important incidents occurred on this day. It is a significant day in the Buddhist calendar. Various religious programs are being held in temples throughout the island, marking this religious day.
With the end of the Il Poya, the Katina Pinkama also should end. The Katina Pinkama is considered one of the highest deeds in Buddhism. The announcement of the future Buddhahood of Maitri Bodhisattva, the first Buddhist missionary activity by the 60 Arahat, and the Jatila brothers entering the Buddhist order were among the other important events that took place on this day. The festival of Devaharohana, or Ascent to Heaven by Gautama Buddha, and the acceptance of a robe from the future Buddha Maitri, who was a disciple of the Buddha, were among the other events. The Sadham Yatra, organized under the guidance of President Maitri Sirisena, was held at the Rukmale Sri Dharma Vijaya Loka Vihare in Pannipitiya. The Dhamma sermon was delivered by the Anunayaka of the Kotte Sri Kalyani Dharma Mahasangha Sabha and Chief Registrar, the Venerable Professor Kotapitiye Rahula Thera. A large gathering, including many parliamentarians, joined in the occasion. The Savanakras program, organized by the ITN Media Network on every full moon Poya Day, was telecast live from the Gallen Mahavihare at Varakakoda in Matugama. It was organized under the guidance of Chief Deputy Sanganayaka of the Eastern Pashtun Korale and Chief Incumbent of the Gallen Mahavihare, the Venerable Porvadande Sumana Thera. Many programs, including Dhamma discussions and Dhamma sermons, were held throughout the day. Meanwhile, the Sasanaloka program, organized by ITN-FM on the sidelines of Savanakras, was broadcast from the same Vihare. Dhamma books were offered to Samanera monks, while the parents who offered them to the Sasana were also feted.
Protests were expressed at several media briefings today on the statement made by United National Party parliamentarian Ranjan Ramanayaka with regard to the ruling to be given by the Supreme Court on the 7th of next month, participating in a dialogue in a private television channel. Parliamentarian Ranjan Ramanayaka said that the three-judge bench has given a stay order. There is information that this would increase for 5 members and 2 would go to one side and 3 to the other side. Minister Uday Gamampila queried as to how the UNP is aware that the hearing of the dissolution of Parliament would be undertaken by a 5-bench panel. How can the UNP forecast that 3 would favour the UNP? This is a contempt of the Supreme Court. He said that they plan to file a case against Ranjan Ramanayaka for contempt of court. If the people do not place trust in the judiciary, whatever decision is handed down by the judiciary, the people will stage struggles in the country without accepting the ruling. In the face of this situation, he said he wished to make a respectful appeal from the judiciary that there should be a full bench comprising all judges of the Supreme Court to take up the case. Meanwhile, the United National Party has issued a statement in this respect. The United National Party leader Ranil Wickremesinghe has emphasized to all party leaders to refrain from expressing views with regard to cases that are being heard in the Supreme Court and in other courts without having a proper awareness. In the statement issued today, he said that views should be expressed being thoroughly aware of the subject matters. Ranil Wickremesinghe emphasized to the parliamentarians concerned to refrain from expressing views when they are not aware with sufficient matters on the subject. Minister Dr. Sarath Amunugama has said that the government has no issue with respect to financial affairs as funds needed up to the 31st of December had been allocated from the previous budget. He was responding to queries raised by journalists after participating in a function held at the Bandaranaike Memorial International Conference Hall in Colombo.
The convocation of the London Tech City Higher Education Institute was held recently at the Bandaranaike Memorial International Conference Hall. It was held under the patronage of Minister Dr. Sarath Amunugama. Many local and foreign experts joined in this occasion. Addressing the media after participating in the function, the minister said that he too was a former Minister of Finance. He said that at present they were undertaking spending from funds allocated from the budget for this year. Next year is a different story. Approval should be sought this year for next year. The central bank governor has made an official statement that there is no change in the criteria that prevailed 3 months ago and today. Not a single decision was taken to submit a supplementary. There is no need to submit a supplementary as the funds allocated for this year were now being expended.
Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa has said that it is planned to waive off the income tax from the income earned from the agricultural industry. He said that action in this respect will be taken within this week. The Prime Minister made this statement participating in the opening of the Bodhiprakarya of the Valavala Vihara in Peliyatta. All arrangements are in place for the commencement of the Sri Pada season. This reference was made by the chief incumbent of the Sri Pada Vihara, the Venerable Bengamwe Dhammadinna Thera, during a discussion at the Ratnapura District Secretariat. A special discussion was held at the Ratnapura District Secretariat on the commencement of the Sri Pada season. The prelate said that the new 2-storied restroom will soon be open to provide facilities for the devotees visiting the Sri Pada along the Ratnapura Palabadala Road. The carrying of the statue of God Saman and the sacred objects will begin on the 21st of next month. A special program will be in place to provide the facilities needed by the Sri Pada pilgrims. The Venerable Bengamwe Dhammadinna Thera has called on pilgrims to protect the environment without throwing away polythene and plastic material without dumping them all over the place. Tourist arrivals have risen despite the false propaganda mooted by the non-governmental organizations that political instability prevails in Sri Lanka. Those engaged in the tourist industry have referred to the increase in tourist arrivals. Many have expressed various views that the tourism sector was suffering a setback as a result of the political situation prevailing within the country. It has also been reported on cancellation of rooms booked in hotels. Following the developments, the ITN visited areas where there are many tourist hotels and made inquiries into the situation. However, during the visit, it was found that many tourists were frequenting these hotels. Even hotel businessmen claimed that they witnessed an increase in tourists visiting the island. A significant task is vested in the Speaker as well as in the Leader of the House within the Parliament. The cause of the surface of disputes in the parliamentary sessions held in the past few days was the conduct of the Speaker completely ignoring the Leader of the House during parliamentary sittings.
Several leaders of the House had served with the appointment of D.B. Jayatilaka as the Leader of the House in the First State Council on 10th July 1931. Up to the current 8th Parliament. Recollecting these services, Lakshman Kiriyalla, while serving as the Leader of the House, had issued a booklet on 1st January 2016. It is mentioned in this book that it is he who decides on the matters that need priority after finalizing the day's proposals for the activities of the government. If so, Speaker Karu Jayasuriya did not permit Leader of the House Dinesh Gunawardena to fulfill his duties during the recent parliamentary sittings due to his sudden attempts to adopt a no-confidence motion. It is also the Leader of the House who prepares the temporary program of the parliamentary sessions, but the Leader of the House was not recently permitted to fulfill his duties. According to the booklet issued by Lakshman Kiriyalla while serving as the Leader of the House is a member of the Parliamentary Select Committee and he is also the person who proposes the names of parliamentarians of the government party. But the entire country is aware of how in the past few days the Leader of the House, Dinesh Gunawardena, did not receive an opportunity to appoint Select Committee members or appoint the Select Committee in Parliament. As such, due to the arbitrary actions of the Speaker, the Leader of the House did not get an opportunity to perform his duties. The voters of the country were able to witness the exchange of brawls in Parliament due to the improper conduct of the Speaker. But what was noticed was that the Speaker, he belittled the services of relevant officials in the country's parliamentary history.
The Independent Television Media Network has bagged several awards on behalf of many television programs at the State Television Arts Awards 2018 festival. Noteworthy was the highest number of awards won for Tamil programs by TV artists of Vasantham Television of the ITN Media Network.
The 13th edition of the State Television Arts Awards Festival was jointly organised by the Department of Cultural Affairs, the Sri Lanka Arts Council and the Television Arts State Advisory Council. It was organised on an elaborate scale at the Nelumpokuna Theatre in Colombo last night. The chief guests at the festival were Minister S. Bina Vinna and veteran film director Sumitra Piris. The Sameepa Roopa Saha Dura Roopa Atharapati program, directed by Manjula Athugala of the Independent Television Network, won the Best Cultural TV Program.
ශ්‍රව්‍ය දෘශ්‍ය වැඩසටහන සඳහා වූ රාජ්‍ය සම්මානය හිමි කරගන්නේ ස්වාධීන රූපවාහිනී විකාශය වූ මංජුල ඇතුගල අධ්‍යක්ෂණය කළ සමීප රූපය සහ දුර රූපය අතර පති ධර්මසේන පතිරාජ නිර්මාණාවර්ජනය.
Tita Beshan and P. Ramesh of Vasantham TV received the Best Music Video Award for the song Solean Ha Kalen. Kanmani, the program directed by Christina Grace, received the award for the Best Television Program. The Namma Hit program, directed by R. Dakshalan, won the award for the Best Television Musical Program, while Koneshwara Raja was featured for the Best Multi-Camera Production on behalf of the multi-camera direction of the program Sid Sri Ram program. Kalum Gamlat and Samadhi Laksiri received the Acting Artists Award as a jury's special acclamation awards for their roles in the Dadayak Karya and Diamankada teledramas, which were telecast by ITN. More awards were also presented at this festival.
Finally, in local news, the movement of traffic along the Hatton-Noor Elia main road has returned to normality. The road was temporarily closed due to a fallen tree.
The movement of traffic along the Hatton-Noor Elia main road was obstructed due to a fallen tree in the Lobivatta area in Talavakale in the wee hours of today. However, the road was cleared by the Lindula Urban Council in collaboration with the police station and the special task force. A corville nearby was also damaged due to the fallen tree. 12 persons have been admitted to the Dambe Thanna hospital following a wasp attack in the Dambe Thanna estate in Haputale. 9 persons who were in a critical condition have been transferred to the Haputale district hospital. A group that was plucking tea leaves had been attacked by the wasps.
With that, we wrap up our today's edition of Prime TV News. For details of these stories and for more, you can log on to our website www.itnews.lk. Thank you for joining me. Bye for now and have a pleasant evening.